Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at how have their feelings for you evolved over time. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. We have 3 piles to choose from. Pick whichever one you are most drawn to. For pile number 1, we have Rose Quartz with the Ethereal Visions Tarot. For pile number 2, we have Golden Cat's Eye with the Crystal Magic Tarot. And for pile number 3, we have Red Cat's Eye with the Queer Tarot. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. So hopefully by now you have picked a pile for yourself. If not, you can pause the video. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number 1s. If you chose this Rose Quartz Crystal and the Ethereal Visions Tarot, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at how have their feelings evolved towards you over time. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you find yourself resonating with these messages, then please consider hitting the subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, please find my email address in the description box below. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle the cards that you chose. Keep your person in mind while I shuffle. So spirit guides of pile number 1, spirit guides of pile number 1. How have their feelings evolved for pile number 1 over time? For the person on their mind. Okay, we have Temperance. The 9 of Wands was behind it, so this is a hidden energy that you don't see. And we have the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm just going to pull tarot for this reading today. But as soon as I got to your pile, I felt a sensation. You know when you feel like something itchy on your face, or like you feel like there's a hair on your face, but there's nothing there when you touch your face, and your face just feels uncomfortable and itchy? I feel that in this pile. So I'm just going to go card by card and analyze it one by one. So the first thing I saw in terms of a vision was I saw the Shrek scene in the beginning of the first Shrek movie when he's kind of like reading that fairy tale book about Fiona, I think. And he kind of closes the book and was like something along the lines like, yeah, right. Like he didn't really believe in that fairy tale kind of love that he was reading through the book. And it's funny, I saw that before I even pulled your cards, and here we have a book. So I feel like what I'm picking up here is this person was a little bit irritated. Not irritated. They felt a little bit uncomfortable with the thought of love. With the thought of true love existing, right? Before they had even met you, they felt like, yeah, right, that doesn't exist. But I'm seeing you actually prove them wrong in a way, so we'll see how that plays out and how their feelings for you have evolved over time. But I feel like in the beginning of your connection, when you had first met, they started realizing that they have a lot of work to do on themselves and their own perception of love, because with the Artist at the back of the deck, they did want to create this energy of true love for themselves, but they never quite believed in it. And I think that was their weakness. It was like they always wanted to create this, but they never actually believed that it existed. And this weakness prevented them from fully being able to accept that maybe it can exist. So when they had first met you, they realized maybe I need to work on this part of myself, but it kind of was itching at them, this fear of like, what if it doesn't exist? What if I just end up hurting myself? They had a little bit of a guard up in the beginning. You know, when they first started catching feelings for you, they had a guard up. They didn't want to get hurt. It could be possible that they were hurt previously, and I think they were starting to work through those wounds and heal from those wounds slowly but surely. And as I say that, I feel a toothache. So this is just representing the wounds they had. The teeth kind of relating to the mouth. So maybe like things people have said to this person really hurt them. Like let's say they dated a previous partner and that person said really hurtful, mean things to them. That's kind of coming through for some of you, but there's something about healing the wounds first so that they can open up their heart. And I think in the beginning, they were kind of patient, waiting to see where things go, just kind of wanting to go with the flow with you and put an effort, get to know you a little bit more, see if this is, matching up to what they want to create in their love life with the artist at the back of the deck. And I think in the beginning, when you first had met each other, they started realizing, oh, I need to work on my wounds. Like I need to work through my thoughts and beliefs about love because I really do want love. And these beliefs that love is not real kind of hold me back from actually experiencing what I do want. And I keep feeling that itch on my face. So it's like this person had a fear of love, but it wasn't really a fear of love. It was a hidden fear of getting hurt, and so they had a little bit of a guard up, but they didn't realize this was like a hidden energy to them that they were feeling but didn't realize. I hope these messages are making sense, but it's like this person thought they feared love, but they actually feared getting hurt, and so that's why they had that guard up. How have their feelings for pile number 1 evolved over time? And I just saw the angel number 555. So something's definitely changed within their perception of love existing. We have the Chariot here. We have the Ace of Pentacles. I also saw that it took a very long time for this person to open up to you and let their guard down. It took a lot of effort on their part to be able to begin to trust again. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the 3 of Swords. I'm smelling cigarette smoke. I don't know if this person smokes or not. Page of Swords. Random message. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so 6 of Cups here. And the Devil at the back of the deck. So what I'm seeing here is this person maybe had a lot of toxic relationships in the past, maybe only saw toxic perceptions of love, like grew up never seeing healthy expressions of love. And so they never believed that true love, healthy love existed. They always believed that people had ulterior motives, that, people just wanted to hurt them, that they couldn't open their heart up to people because that would mean their heart getting hurt. I mean, we have the Ace of Cups followed by the 3 of Swords. So they had some kind of belief about love, like I can't open up to a person because once I give a person my heart, they're just going to crush it. I can't trust anybody. I need to keep this to myself. Okay. I don't know why Shrek keeps coming up, but now I'm hearing Donkey's voice where he sings, I'm all alone, there's no one here beside me. So this person could have felt like they were going through life alone and they did want love by their side, but they didn't want to get hurt. And I think this person had to realize, I think this person had to get curious as to why they had these beliefs about love that everybody was going to break their hearts. And I think they realized and got curious about this, that, this kind of stems from their past and they shouldn't be letting their past hold them back. So I see certain realizations here, a healing taking place. And then I see them kind of realizing where this kind of root comes from maybe never being in healthy relationships. And so with the Ace of Pentacles, I see their feelings evolved where they realize that they do actually want something steady and stable in their life and healthy in their life. And maybe they realize that, I need to overcome these beliefs I have about love that may be holding me back, that may be causing me to continuously, unconsciously look for toxic dynamics because I haven't healed. So I see this person going within and kind of like rebirthing, healing. I see that this person has always had pure intentions towards you, has always had pure intentions towards others, but hasn't received that back in return. And so there was a little bit of trust issues here in the beginning of your connection when you had first started dating or first started, developing feelings for each other. But I think as this person started to get to know you, they started to see that you're not like people from their past, and perhaps they're projecting wounds from their past onto you in the beginning. And so I see them hesitating on whether they should give their heart to you or not, and thinking to themselves, maybe I should just get to know this person first before I give them my whole heart, if that makes sense, metaphorically. And I see them getting to know you. I see them seeing that, wow, you're just this very humble, down-to-earth person. I see how their feelings progressed as they got to know you was, whoa, I would actually be lucky if I could have a person like this in my life, because grapes are here, which represent luck. I see them realizing that, your intentions towards them were pure. I see them feeling a familiarity towards you, as if you two have known each other forever, but it feels like you had just met, but you've known each other for lifetimes. I feel like you do have past lives with this person, so there was a sense of familiarity here. And I think you triggered a healing within this person that was meant to happen. I'm seeing your energy brought a ripple effect of healing to this person's life, and I'm seeing the red string theory. I'm seeing that this person perhaps felt like they had found their soulmate even before. They didn't believe in soulmates, even though they wanted to, but now that belief that maybe love can exist started to happen, if that makes sense. Now the face itch comes again. So it's kind of like as their feelings developed for you and as they started to learn how to trust again, their old fears came to the surface and tried to hold them back and tried to protect them. Like, no, don't open up. No, don't open up. We don't trust them yet. And that fear kind of just tried to protect them by keeping their guard up. How their feelings for pile number 1 have evolved over time. We have the well in the reverse. So this is at a point where we're in the past still. The feelings are not deep yet, but maybe this person is noticing what's holding them back from creating this deeper connection with you. Okay, we have the 7 of Pentacles reversed. At this point, they haven't fully worked on everything to release these fears yet, but then we have the Lovers. At this point, this person is kind of seeing that maybe you match up to what they want in love. With the Lovers here, maybe they started feeling like I can commit to this person based on my knowledge of them and how I'm getting to know them. I see that they're, the type of person I want to be with. So this person started feeling love towards you, though they had not worked on their wounds fully yet. And so their wounds kept coming up, their fears kept coming up and holding them back. They could have been self-sabotaging at this point. Although they started to develop feelings for you and a love for you, as those feelings of love developed for you, those feelings of fear kept coming back up. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the 2 of Swords reversed. In the beginning of your connection, this person could have been very indecisive, very wishy-washy, but it wasn't that they didn't want you. They were starting to feel feelings towards you of love. It wasn't that they didn't want you. It was just that they were overthinking so much. They were in their head so much that it's almost like it overwhelmed them. The more they started feeling love towards you, the more these fears kind of reached up to the surface and held them back in a way, but tried to protect them. King of Cups. So eventually I see this person wanting to let go of these fears, wanting to let go of these beliefs that hold them back to do with love, and wanting to make a choice here with the Lovers and the Two of Swords, both cards of choice. Thinking to themselves, if I'm going to continue like this, I'm going to ruin a good thing. I'm going to self-sabotage a good thing, because I'm actually pretty lucky that I met this person that truly just gets me and sees me. And we have the two flames here. Could it be possible that maybe some of you believe this is a twin flame connection? But there's some kind of soul connection that they feel here towards you. I don't know what it is exactly, but it's something special and they can't deny it at this point. Their feelings for you start to get deeper and deeper, but it kind of feels like they're still learning how to swim and not drown within those feelings. I think this is very new for them at this point in your journey, where they're still kind of learning how to feel again. So what Spirit is showing me is their heart, when cold, it was frozen, and you sort of unfroze their heart. And now they're learning how to love again, what healthy love actually is, what it means. And it was difficult for them, but I do see some kind of big change, and it's 122 on the clock. I always see the angel number 222 as like destiny. We were meant to meet, we were meant to come across each other, right place, right time. Okay, we have the sun in the reverse, and I'm hearing it's not a coincidence. I think you met this person for a reason, and I think they felt this way at some point. We have the Tower reversed. We have the Queen of Swords reversed. We have the Four of Pentacles reversed. I think this person was sometimes running away from their own feelings, because at some point those feelings were getting deeper and deeper. And Spirit is showing me, when it rains so much, the roads are flooded. And you're kind of like not wanting to go outside because the roads are flooded. How I mentioned before, it's like this person's just learning how to swim through these currents. Metaphorically, water represents emotion. So they're just kind of learning how to deal with feeling again. It's like they forgot how to feel. It's like they shut off their heart. But I see some kind of restructuring here. And what Spirit is bringing me to is this person felt numb almost, because it's like they shut off all form of emotion before they had met you due to their pain. It was a coping mechanism, but it's like when you brought back that feeling, they started to realize that shutting out feelings isn't actually good, because when we shut off the bad feelings and numb ourselves to it, we also shut off the good feelings to like happiness and joy. And I think this person's starting to realize at this point, like, whoa, I've been feeling numb all this time and now I'm finally feeling again. And I didn't realize how numb I was before I started to feel. At this point, this person's wanting to let go of what they've been holding on to and no longer hold on to it. I don't think this person was vocal or open about the things they were going through at this time. And if they were, they weren't completely like open about it. I think this person was not like comfortable speaking about their emotions yet, because they didn't even know what they were feeling themselves. I see a big wake-up call happening for this person where it's like, I can't keep living like this. I must learn how to deal with my emotions. This person thought being logical and cold would protect them from the world, but it actually just made them numb. And with the Tower reverse, this is like a restructuring, a divine intervention. We have Judgment in the reverse. We have the Six of Pentacles reversed. We have the Queen of Cups reversed. And we have the Page of Cups. I think this person also has childhood wounds around being told not to feel, I think this person had a mother that was very cold and very unemotional, very not empathetic in any sort of way. I keep getting notifications, oh my gosh. Sorry about that. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. But what I was basically saying here was this person had a mother figure in their life that wasn't there for them emotionally, didn't teach them anything about emotions. And I think they kind of had to maneuver through life with this wound, with this mother wound. And I see at this point a healing happening in their heart chakra, because their heart was broken, and I see you kind of bringing it back to life. So I do think you were brought into this person's life for a reason, to help them open up their heart again, to show them the type of love they had never received, a healthy love. And I think your love was meant to bring a healing to them. And it could have been for you like this as well, for some of you. But I feel like this person wasn't used to receiving affection, love, empathy, and it was kind of new receiving that from you. I know for myself, when you've been in toxic connections all your life and you finally are in a healthy relationship, it's a big, huge change, and it takes time getting used to the fact that you're finally receiving a healthy love. I know for me, an example I can give with me is you expect a person to react a certain way because you've always been reacted to that way, but then when they react in that positive, healthy way, you kind of get shocked and confused, like, is this how people are supposed to be? Like, why didn't I receive this before? And it's very new to this person at this point. I'm seeing that. And I can very much relate to their perspective. With the Six of Pentacles reversed, maybe at that point, they don't really know how to reciprocate that to you yet, because I see at this point they're still kind of emotionally unavailable, or still kind of learning how to deal with their own emotions. So I see them just kind of receiving from you, receiving that empathy, that love, that care from you. And again, it's very different, weird, but it's a nice feeling to finally receive that. I see that your connection is meant to kind of heal inner child wounds for the both of you, where it's like you're helping each other heal those childhood wounds through each other. Sometimes when we're on our healing journey and it's too difficult to heal on our own, our spirit guides, the universe, God will send us someone on our path that will help assist us with that healing. Sometimes it can be a pet. Sometimes it can be an actual person. In your case, it's you. So let's get some more cards. How have their feelings for pile number 1 evolved over time? We have the Four of Swords. I see them beginning to learn how to feel comfortable with peace and not conflict, how to feel comfortable with healthy love and learn to accept that for themselves and get used to that. We have the Knight of Swords. There's still a little bit of uncomfortability here, fears rising up to the surface, but it's getting less and less and less over time. We have the Ten of Pentacles. So these family wounds are definitely coming up to the surface at this point in time. And we have the Hanged Man. And I see this was a reoccurring theme for some time, where certain family wounds came up and triggered this person's healing journey. And it happened fast, like in the blink of an eye, where they couldn't stop it from happening. It was like meant to happen, and this person wasn't going to run away from it. So King of Wands, Three of Wands reversed, the Five of Cups. I see them finally learning how to feel their feelings, how to let go of illusions like fears. Seven of Cups. Okay. I see this person finally learning how to have courage and not fear love anymore. The King of Wands is a very courageous energy, and I see this person stepping into their power and taking their power back from situations like fear, holding them back from truly experiencing the love they want. I see this person learning how to become a better lover to you and kind of stepping up to the plate and taking the lead within this connection. Before, maybe you were taking the lead and showing this person all the love and affection. But what I'm seeing here is not the best example, but this is what's being shown to me by Spirit, so I'm just going to tell it exactly like it is. Spirit is showing me, you know, when you rescue a dog that has been abused, for example, and at first that dog is very scared of everybody. You know, even though you have good intentions towards that dog has been abused where it's scared of people. And slowly over time, this dog becomes mentally healthier, physically healthier. Slowly the light comes back to this dog where it's happy, it's playing, it's running around, it's receiving affection and love. And, you know, we see this dog slowly becoming healthier. And it's kind of like that's how this person is progressing in a way where they're becoming a healthier version of themselves. They're learning to receive love and give love in return. They're learning to be more courageous and not let their fears hold them back from experiencing love. You know, they're learning to nurture you as well and take the lead in your connection. Although this person's still afraid of the future and the unknown, they're learning to feel their feelings now. So there's a big, huge shift and change in their energy and feelings. We have the Empress, and I hear the word acceptance. Maybe accepting their past, accepting this is where they're at now, accepting their feelings, whatever it is, acceptance. Okay, so how their feelings have evolved for you over time. We have the Queen of Wands reversed, the Empress, the Four of Cups, the Six of Wands. I see this person wanting to be there for you as well, show empathy for you as well, nurture you as well. I see this person kind of like healing a mother wound through you. I see this person feeling as though you would be the best mother in the world if you're a woman watching, best father in the world. Even thinking of like having children with you, thinking of the future with you. I mean, that other Lovers card came up with marriage. So I see at this point, maybe this person's thinking about committing to you, thinking about the future, the steps they want to take moving forward, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock, the future they want with you. And I see this person feeling very happy in this connection and feeling like the life has come back to them, the light has come back to them. Starting to become more positive, you know, positive and enthusiastic about life. And I see them feeling like this connection is very successful and it's everything they've always wanted. I'm hearing it's everything they've always dreamed of. And I see them feeling like just on top of the world, like, you know, I have something really good here. And even in moments where, you know how sometimes when we're in toxic relationships and we're used to the drama, sometimes in a healthy relationship, in the beginning, we can start to feel a little bit uneasy with that healthiness because there's so much peace. I see this person feeling that and at first mistaking it as boredom, but then later realizing, oh, this is what peace feels like. This is what a healthy nervous system feels like. This is what feeling safe feels like. Oh, I understand now. So I see this person kind of getting a message from their angels that, you know, you can be trusted in whatever way that resonates, maybe through a dream, maybe through a sign, a gut feeling. I don't know what it is, but I see a message here. And I see this person wanting to nurture you and help you through anything that's holding you back. Maybe this person saw you had certain insecurities and kind of wanted to show you a sense of love, like compliment you every day, show you how beautiful you are as a person inside and out, remind you of that every day, treat you the way you deserve, treat you with gentleness, love, devotion. And I see them just wanting to become a better version of themselves for you. So this is how their feelings for you have evolved over time. This was really cute, pile number 1. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number 2s. If you chose this Golden Cat's Eye Heart and the Crystal Magic Tarot, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at how have this person's feelings for you evolved over time. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you find yourself resonating with these messages, then please consider hitting the subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, please find my email address in the description box below. So as soon as I got to your pile, before even getting your cards out, I started to hear a song that goes like, I love you, I love you, I love you, something like that. I think it's by Drake Champagne Poetry, but I think the original song is from the Beatles, Michelle. So go listen to that if you feel called, but I think that's really cute starting off your reading. I think this person does have a lot of love for you, with that song, obviously. But yeah, let's go ahead and pull your cards and let's see what comes up for you today. Okay, so Spirit Guides of pile number 2. Spirit Guides of pile number 2. How have their feelings for pile number 2 evolved over time for the person on pile 2's mind? How have their feelings for pile 2 evolved over time? We have the 6 of Pentacles with yellow topaz. We have the Queen of Wands with tanzanite. We're just going to use tarot today, by the way. And we have the Devil with amethyst. Okay, so I think that when this person first met you, they had a little bit of a first impression of you that was a little bit wrong at first, okay? When we first meet somebody and then we have a first impression of them, but then later over time, our impression of them changes as we get to know them more. I think what I'm about to say, don't take it personally, but this is just what's coming through. At first, this person thought that you were maybe a little bit more selfish, maybe I hear villain era, like you were kind of like taking back your power from something and you were developing more self-confidence. And this person might have had this misconception that you were like egotistical or something like that, or full of yourself, or just like very selfish in a way. But I think over time, as they got to know you, their realizations about you changed and they started to see that maybe they were wrong about what they thought about you. Because as they started to get to know you over time, maybe they saw that, before you didn't have much self-confidence, and before maybe you were just like very selfless and gave to the wrong people. And so you started putting that energy back into you and becoming more fierce, becoming more powerful, becoming more assertive with your boundaries and not letting people walk all over you. You know what I mean? And with the 6 of Pentacles here, I think as this person started to get to know you and their perception of you changed with the 6 of Swords at the back of the deck, I see them wanting to give you more of their time and attention, more of their loyalty. I see them seeing you as a very loyal person and as a person with a heart of gold, but now you're just a little bit more discerning about who you give that heart of gold to, who you give your generosity to. So For you don't just give everything all at once in the beginning now. You first discern to see if that person's worth giving to with your wisdom and intuition. And yeah, I see this person changing their perception of you and feeling happy that, you have gained a lot of self-confidence over time and learned to be a little bit more selfish when needed, because sometimes when we're too selfless, we can forget to give to ourselves, and we're important too. So I think at this point in time, you were learning to balance out the energies, because the thing is, when we're over giving, it's also not good. And just hear me out. It's an amazing thing to have a giving heart, but sometimes when we're over giving and we're not having boundaries, certain people don't know when to stop taking. Certain people start to use you, and that sometimes happens. But I think you were learning how to find balance here, where it's like, I'm learning to find people that give to me as well, not just take from me and use me or walk all over me. I'm learning to have more boundaries and learning to figure out when I want to give and when I don't want to, and when I want to kind of focus on me. So I see this person kind of like having that impression of you. So how have their feelings for pile number 2 evolved over time? We have the Ace of Pentacles with moss agate. This perception of you could have also been from things they heard about you and later realized was not true. Queen of Swords with black diamond. Okay. And then we have the 9 of Cups with kunzite. I see that this person is starting to see that, you're this very powerful person that speaks your truth, that has strong boundaries, that advocates for yourself. I see them starting to see that, this person, they had just met you, or this person, they're just starting to get to know you. As they get to know you, they realize that you have a lot of qualities they want in a lover and a partner with the 9 of Cups here, and they're starting to feel like, could this be a wish come true? Because I see before they had met you and got this opportunity to get to know you better, they had been wishing, praying for love. And it's not a coincidence that you came into their life shortly after. At first, though, I don't see this person. I see this person kind of doubting it at first and being like, what if this isn't truly a wish come true? What if I'm just like making this up in my mind? And I don't know what word to use to describe it, but when a sign happens, when we see a sign and then we start to doubt it and think, what if it's just a coincidence? What if I'm just making this all up in my mind? I see this person kind of going back and forth between, could this be what I've been wishing for, or am I just thinking with wish fulfillment? And I see this person kind of being in that limbo stage a little bit with the Hangman at the back of the deck, and feeling like, is this real? Is it not? Should I leave? Should I stay? Should I accept this new opportunity? They had a lot of fears come up of like, what if I'm just making this up all in my mind? And what if it's not real, So I see this person having a lot of feelings of hesitation, but also feeling quite drawn to you at the same time at this point in time. And at this point in time, I see this person having this sense of hesitancy where it's like, I don't want to make this conclusion too quickly, because what if I get my hopes up? When you meet a person and you're like, could this be love? Could this be a person I have a future with? But then you don't want to get your hopes up because maybe you've gotten your hopes up before and you've been disappointed. And although you feel something and you feel that spark, you kind of deny yourself it because you don't want to get your hopes up and get disappointed. I see this person at this stage in their feelings for you. And I just see them wanting to take their time to get to know you. You and this person could have really took your time getting to know each other and took it really slow in the beginning stages of your connection. But I see that this person did want something serious with you. With the Wheel of Fortune reversed, with Serpentine, this person felt as though, what are the odds? You know, I've been unlucky all this time. I've been wishing for love. I've been wanting, I've been hoping, I've been yearning. But all this time has been missed opportunities where I think this is the one and it's not. So again, I don't want to get my hopes up. I want this. I'm drawn to this, but what if this is just my mind having this wish kind of fulfillment vibe of like, I don't know how to explain this, but I hope you get what I mean. Strength reverse with Carnelian. I think that this person was trying to hold back their feelings for you because their feelings started developing for you pretty fast and pretty intensely. And I see this person kind of trying to push it down because, again, they're not wanting to get disappointed and hopeful. So then I see them kind of feeling a little bit weak around you and a little bit nervous around you at first. You know, when you're crushing on a person and your knees kind of go weak and you feel a little bit clumsy in front of them and you feel like, I don't know how to explain it, but like that's kind of the feeling I'm getting, like your knees are wobbly, you don't know how to act normal. You don't know what to say to this person. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting here. But I also think at this point in time, this person's learning how to be vulnerable and how to not push those feelings down and just embrace them. Even if it feels like we're falling off a bridge and we might actually fall and get hurt. We might actually fly. Don't actually go fall off a bridge, please, but I'm using that as a metaphor of what Spirit's showing me. So it's like they were scared to fall in love because they were scared they were going to get hurt. I think this also came up in pile 1, but it's very different for you, pile. I'm also smelling a very nice scent. So, you know, this person could have liked the way you smell, could have found you quite beautiful, quite attractive. Even with the Queen of Wands here, could have found your voice very nice to hear. I see maybe some of you at this point in time were like talking to this person a lot, either over the phone or in person. I see the conversations just flowing and them keeping on wanting to communicate to you and talk to you and be around you, but not wanting to seem desperate at the same time. Okay. I see that certain insecurities arise for this person at this time with the Empress reversed of what if I start to gain feelings for this person and they don't feel the same? What if I'm not good enough for this person? What if they're not attracted to me the same way I'm attracted to them? What if I feel something for them and they don't feel the same way? So I kind of see the energy surrounding that. We have the Queen of Cups at the back of the deck now. So, there's something about them getting to know your heart and seeing that you have a very pure, good heart. Seeing that you are somebody that has so much empathy for others, where at one point in your life you could have had too much empathy, or you could have given to people that maybe didn't deserve your empathy or love and kind of pulled on your heartstrings. And at one point in your journey, you had to become stronger with your boundaries. You had to become stronger in a way where you put that energy back into yourself with self-love and not allowed people around you that weren't good for you. And I think with you, you're still kind of learning who's good for you and who's not. So I see maybe at this point you do feel feelings for this person, but you're also holding back a little bit from showing them and expressing it too quickly because you still want to feel and get to know them and feel if they're a trustworthy person, feel out their energy, because maybe you're scared of getting betrayed or hurt. Okay, maybe you have been betrayed before in the past. Or just had people around you that you thought loved you and had good intentions towards you but didn't. We have the Emperor with lapis lazuli. You two are actually on pretty similar journeys at this point where you're both learning to trust, where you're both learning to open up your heart and not hold back, and kind of like be courageous to show each other that love. And I see at this point in time, this person may be healing certain insecurities and doubts within themselves. And I see them wanting to have more courage to speak to you because, like I said, they're pretty nervous in front of you. And sometimes they want to, but then they stop themselves from speaking to you. You know, when you tell yourself, I'm going to go up to that person and speak to them, and then you walk right past them, like I'm seeing an energy like that metaphorically. And I see this person wanting to take a leap of faith here with the Fool. And it's quite funny that we have a baby bird here. And it's reminding me of like when baby birds first learn how to fly, they have to take that leap of faith. And sometimes the mama bird pushes them off. Sometimes they need that little push to kind of learn how to fly. And at first they don't know how to fly because they've never flown before, but they're learning how to use their wings. So I see this person kind of falling in love with you, and they have to take a leap of faith and kind of learn to trust you. And I see that's how their feelings are evolving. Page of Wands with appetite. I see a lot of sparks between the two of you and passion starting to grow between the two of you. And I see both of you desiring each other, not just in sexual or physical ways, but just desiring each other, but maybe being scared to tell each other that. I kind of see both of you being shy and nervous in front of each other, and one of you waiting for each other to make the first move, but both of you are waiting. That's kind of funny. We have the Six of Swords with Aragonite. And then something changes here. Something develops. Okay, we do have the Three of Pentacles reversed at the back of the deck at this point. So let me just get what I'm feeling here. This person was having certain insecurities come up about, especially if you're dating a man, about whether I will be a good provider for this person. You know, this person wasn't at the point where they were successful yet within their career, but they wanted that. And I know for a lot of men, there's insecurities around like, am I making enough money? Like, will a woman want me if I'm not making enough money? Or, you know, something along those lines. So that's what I'm seeing for some of you. Take it if it resonates. If it doesn't, then discard the message. But that's kind of what I see this person going through. Okay, how have their feelings for pile number 2 evolved over time? Then we have the Page of Pentacles with fluorite. I see them kind of observing you, looking at you when you're not looking, crushing on you, wanting to get to know you, but then still kind of like isolating themselves a little bit. But I kind of see the universe pushing you two to be together, pushing you two to get to know each other. It's like you're both feeling very drawn to each other, but have no idea why. And I see that at this point in time, this person's wanting to put in the work, wanting to make a choice, because they're thinking to themselves, if I don't take this opportunity now, what if somebody else comes in and takes this person from me? That's what I see with the Three of Cups. I don't know why this is coming up, but it's making me laugh. Like, you know, for example, we have such a beautiful person or handsome person over here. You know, they're so attractive. Anybody else is going to want them if I don't make this move now. So I see this person, yeah, kind of like wanting to claim you to themselves before somebody else does. Because they see how admired you are by people, and they know that probably multiple people want you at once, or they think that at least. So I see them trying to calm themselves down and be more courageous with the lion and come up to you and talk to you more, kind of like put their focus on you, get to know you, spend one-on-one time with you together, put in the work, show you that, you know, there's somebody you can trust, that there's someone you can rely on, that they're someone that has balance of their own. And I see them trying to be consistent here with, how they're approaching the situation, where they're not wanting to just like be inconsistent, where you're playing the guessing game of if they like you or not. And I see them still developing feelings for you over here, but sometimes pushing them down. And it's like these feelings are developing so fast that it's a little bit uncomfortable for this person at this point. Yeah, we have the Nine of Swords, which is about fear. So this person was definitely very nervous. Okay, how have their feelings for pile number 2 developed over time? The King of Pentacles reversed with Peridot. Yeah, this is what I was speaking about, like insecurities around, am I making enough money, blah, blah, blah. Three of Wands with Aura Quartz and Eight of Wands with Blue Lace Agate. Ace of Swords at the back of the deck with Tiger's Eye. So I see this person thinking about you a lot at this point in time, like you're always on their mind, even when they're busy, even when they're at work or school, whatever it is, like they're always thinking of you. They can't get you off their mind. At this point in time, I see them, wanting to take action towards you with the Eight of Wands quickly before somebody else does. I see them possibly seeing a future with you at this point in time and desiring you a lot. Like there's this intense hunger because I'm smelling food, and like when you're really hungry and you smell food and you just want it now, that's the kind of feeling I'm getting. So it's not just lustful, but it's kind of like they're wanting this future with you now, growing a little bit more impatient. And again, like you two are kind of taking it slow. So they're not wanting to rush the process, but they're desiring you so much at this point in time where they just want this future with you right now. It's kind of like they want to skip a few steps and get there already. Kind of cool, but let's see what else comes up. How have their feelings for pile number 2 evolved over time? Next, we have the Queen of Cups with Morganite. So they're kind of getting to know your heart a little bit better. You're both starting to gain deeper feelings towards each other, but maybe both of you are feeling scared or worried or nervous. We have the Seven of Swords with Silver. So both of you are kind of holding back as a way of protecting oneself, as a way of protecting one's heart. 10 of Cups with Rose Quartz. The Ace of Wands with Clear Quartz. At this point in time, there is sexual desire, but again, this person's wanting to calm it down because with you, it's like they want to show you that they're not just here because of that, that they're here for the long run. So I don't know if some of you waited to be intimate, if you get what I mean. There's nothing wrong with sleeping together early, like it happens, but I'm just saying that I see this person wanting to take it slow with you and really get to know you and treat you with respect in some way. And I see them wanting to go at this the long run, but then still insecurities are coming up. Fears are holding both of you back or one of you back. How have their feelings for pile number 2 developed over time? Then we have the Seven of Cups with Vanadite. We have Justice with Sapphire. The Magician with Jade. The King of Swords with Black Spinel. And the Star reversed with Moldavite. The Chariot with Pyrite at the back of the deck. So what I'm seeing here is I see this person kind of trying to be strategic about how they can change something in your connection. Because Moldavite is a tektite, it's not a crystal, but it brings changes, like huge transformations and change. And although this person's wanting to be strategic about, how they can overcome their fears, how they can stop holding themselves back when it comes to you, because they really want to create something here with you, with the Magician, a long-term connection, since it's opposite the Ten of Cups, and they want a connection that slowly grows and becomes more beautiful and more romantic over time. And I see them wanting to be honest with you, and honest about how they feel, honest about how they see you, honest about their fears, whatever's holding them back, so that you two can be on the same page. And I will be honest, it's a little bit scary for this person to be so vulnerable, but I see them wanting to do that with you at this point in time. And yeah, just kind of like wanting to communicate with you more and more and more, and open up those lines of communication so that you two can develop a deeper connection. Although they want this change so badly, they also fear it. I see for this person and you, there's like this fear of getting betrayed, or like, what if I'm being honest but the other person's not being honest, and you two both mirrored those feelings towards each other, like, can I truly trust this person? Because trust and communication is very important to the both of you. But I think at some point, both of you saw that, we're on the same page here. We both want the same thing here. And I see you slowly starting to create and grow this connection. When I'm looking at the tree branches here, it's making me think of how trees may grow slowly, but they're really stable. I mean, how long do trees last for? Like, they live for years and years and years. So it's kind of making me feel like this person just wants a long-term connection with you at this point, and wants it to last for a long time, and wants to put in the effort and be consistent, and show you that they can be a good partner to you. Show you that, they can be trusted. So 3 of Pentacles reversed with Chrysoprase, 7 of Pentacles reversed with Sulfur, the Chariot with Pyrite, and the Sun with Citrine. So at this point in time, I see them. Okay, don't get me wrong. I don't think this person was seeing other people while you two were getting to know each other, but they didn't want to put all their eggs in one basket. So I don't think they were talking to anybody while you two were getting to know each other romantically, but I just don't see them putting all their eggs in one basket immediately. And it's 1:11 on the clock. And I just saw your spirit guide as I said that, but I see them kind of like coming to a point where they're realizing that, there is no other option that I want. I want this person. And I see them kind of putting all their eggs in one basket, if that makes sense. So it's not that they were talking to other people or doing anything, but maybe they were kind of like overlooking this connection in a way and thinking, I don't want to invest everything yet until I know this is real, until I know that this is serious, So something about that's coming through, but I think this person's been honest with you the whole way through and loyal to you the whole way through. And what I'm seeing here is this person's starting to feel extremely happy with you and even develop a strong connection with you. Like, you two feel like that type of couple that have like a strong friendship, but also strong romance together. You two are just vibing with each other, having strong communication, or even wanting to work on your communication. But there's something about communication coming through. And I feel like you two at this point in time, I see this person developing a strong mental connection to you where it's like, I can tell you anything. We can have conversations for hours. I just enjoy conversations with you. But then I see them thinking like, maybe I can improve my communication a little bit. I think at this point in time, you're starting to create a romantic connection together and commit to each other and, really invest everything you have into this. But then I think over time, you kind of overcome any fears around betrayals or around love. Slowly over time, you kind of work through that. But then over time, when the honeymoon period fades, you start to notice maybe things that aren't exactly perfect in the connection, like maybe communication issues, for example, or, maybe I'm communicating too harshly here, or, not hearing your point out. So I see this person wanting to work in a team with you, like when it comes to conflicts and things like that, and not be against you, if that makes sense, during those difficult moments. Because sometimes, when we're having a conflict with someone and we're not working as a team and we're kind of just like, it's us against each other. I see this person wanting to change that around, where we have better communication, where we think about what we say, where we work together as a team, we learn to breathe and learn to work things out together. At this point of the connection, it's a little bit harder because the honeymoon period has faded away, but now we really have to put in work into this connection and maintain this connection to make it last. But I still see this person being extremely happy with you and extremely happy that they found a person like you and feeling like this connection's going so well for them. And like, even if there are things that happen between the two of you, like no relationship's perfect, it is something they can deal with and overcome with the Chariot here. 6 of Wands with blue topaz. I feel this connection feeling pretty successful. This person celebrating the fact that they met you with the 4 of Wands here. Maybe even reaching a new milestone with you, or thinking about like the future and what they want with you. With the 5 of Cups and pink tourmaline, I think this person had previous disappointments, but feels like with you, there won't be those same disappointments. We have the 2 of Cups reversed with ametrine, and the Knight of Wands with opal at the back of the deck. And this card at the back of the deck, I don't know why, but every time I look at this specific Knight of Wands, his face kind of looks bruised. So I feel like this is this person's wounds of the past, where they're kind of like overcoming it with a Chariot, and letting it go and not letting it affect this connection. Because I think both of you at this point have been hurt and, don't want to bring your own baggage from the past into this connection. So I see both of you feeling extremely happy, feeling grateful that you met each other, celebrating your love, milestones like anniversaries, things like that, and the love just grows and grows and grows, and you get more happier over time. So this is how their feelings for you have evolved over time. I really hope this reading resonated for you, pile number 2. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number 3s. If you chose this red cat's eye heart and the queer tarot, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at how have the person on your mind's feelings for you developed over time. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you find yourself resonating with these messages, please consider hitting the subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to book a private reading with me, please find my email address in the description box below. Okay, so today we're just going to focus on using tarot cards, spirit guides of pile number 3, spirit guides of pile number 3, how the person on their mind's feelings for them have developed over time. How the person's feelings for them have developed over time. So we have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. We have the Temperance card. I'm hearing I wasn't looking for love. I maybe, excuse my stomach if you can hear it growling. I maybe even gave up on finding love, but then I found it where I least expected. When I least expected it. Then we have the Page of Cups. Okay, at the back of the deck, we do have the Hierophant. So I feel like this person was instantly attracted to you the moment they met you. There was a lot of sexual tension between the two of you. And I feel as though this person kind of had a dark cloud over them. Maybe they were very depressed at this stage in their life, but I kind of see color coming back into their life, like the sun rising again, the dark cloud over their head disappearing. The reason I say dark cloud over their head is because I'm seeing it like, in cartoons when a person's sad and they have a cloud over their head and it's raining over their head. That's what I'm seeing visually in this person's energy. So I feel like you kind of brought a spark of hope back into this person's life. It felt like the sun was rising again. Really interesting because I smelled cereal before I got to your pile. I was like, why am I smelling cereal? But then here we see a sun rising. So it's just reminding me of like that feeling of like it's a new day, a new experience, something new to kind of uncover. It's like maybe yesterday was a bad day, but today can be a great day. That's how I see this person feeling about you. Like you just made their days brighter. I see that you and this person, although there was like sexual feelings and tension, I don't feel both of you or either of you told each other like you were attracted to each other, but I see you two kind of like getting to know each other. But then also at the same time, I see you guys having like this kind of jokey energy between the two of you where maybe this person was always trying to make you laugh or always trying to say little things to make you smile. Like, I don't know why I get class clown energy from this person where it's like they're trying to make you laugh. They're trying to make you smile. Maybe even doing like silly things to make you laugh. So I feel like at this point in time, they feel like you two have a pretty playful connection and there's a lot of attraction, but there's a feeling here of we're taking a long time to kind of tell each other how we feel about each other. Okay. So how have their feelings for pile number 3 evolved over time? There could be a lot of Pisces and Sagittarius here, the mutable signs. Also Gemini with the Lovers. Then we have the 5 of Swords reversed. Clarify the 5 of Swords reversed, please. The Hanged Man reversed. The Knight of Pentacles. With the Moon at the back of the deck, it's like both of you are hiding your feelings for each other. Because the Lovers here tells me like this person started to develop strong feelings and sentiments towards you. They wanted to spend each moment of their day with you. But they also didn't want to seem too clingy too abruptly, if that makes sense. Because I do feel like this person does have a clingy side, but they didn't want to show it too soon and have you like run off. And I feel like both of you were kind of just hiding your feelings for each other at this point with the Moon. Like maybe both of you took really long to tell each other like how you feel about each other, but both of you were feeling this way. And hiding it from one another. And that's why the 5 of Swords is reversed here and Ace of Swords is reversed. Because 5 of Swords upright is like a betrayal. Ace of Swords reversed, I see it as like confusion, yet also with the Moon confusion and dishonesty. But in this case, it's not like I'm lying to you or betraying you, but it's more so like we're taking almost too long to tell each other how we feel. But I do think with the Knight of Pentacles, you're kind of like consistently getting to know each other, communicating more, spending more time with each other. But there's this feeling here with the Lovers, how they kind of want to hold each other's hands, but they're not quite reaching out yet. And that's kind of the feeling I'm getting here, where this person is starting to develop deeper feelings for you with the Moon. There's a lot of depth here, but it's also hidden. And I feel like at this point in time, this person is already starting to be loyal to you before you even started making a commitment or dating. I see them already being loyal. Okay, how are their feelings for pile number 3 developed over time? We have the Ace of Wands reversed. So kind of similar to pile number 2, because I feel like you guys didn't become sexual until like later on, even though there was a lot of sexual tension, but it was kind of hidden and came through like little hints from the both of you of like flirtation, but not quite flirting. I feel like I'm actually part of this pile because with me and my boyfriend currently, like, I feel the energy like it's quite similar. We kind of like were speaking and becoming friends first, but then he was kind of like flirting with me, but not really flirting outright. And I feel like you guys did the same thing for some of you or a lot of you, where it's like we're kind of hinting at each other, but not full on flirting, if you get what I mean. And I see that vibe here of like we want each other, but we're not being sexual yet with the Ace of Wands reversed, if that makes sense. And we're not like being physical yet. Like we're not kissing yet. We're not showing affection yet, but we both feel this intense desire for each other. So there's a lot of passion here at first. Like this huge amount of passion and like, I have so much fun around you. I'm enjoying spending time with you. Like, you know, we both make each other laugh. We make each other smile. We make my mornings brighter. You know, every morning I look forward to saying good morning to you, whether over text or in person. And it's just like these feelings of passion and excitement for the future are starting to rise, where it's like, what could happen next? You know, so that's kind of the vibe I'm seeing here. But it's still at this point, we're still hiding our feelings for each other with the moon at the back of the deck. But we're both starting to feel it. And I see this kind of growing naturally over time. I see both of you, and especially this person, feeling confused about whether they should make the first move or not, about whether you like them back or not. Like what if they tell you about their feelings? And I see at this point you've developed a friendship with each other where it's like, what if I tell this person how I feel and it ruins our friendship? And I see everybody around you seeing that you two like each other, but you two can't see it for yourselves. And it's kind of making the people around you kind of laugh to themselves, like, they're kind of clueless, like they don't see that they like each other, but we can all see it. We can see the tension between them. And I even see people kind of giving you two space to talk. Like, let's say you're hanging out with another friend of yours and then this person comes up to you and talks to you. I see like your friend moving away and giving you space. Take it if it resonates. If it doesn't, then it's okay. It's a general reading. Okay, we have the 10 of Pentacles showing up next. The Death card. The 5 of Pentacles reversed. The 2 of Cups. Queen of Pentacles reversed. The Page of Swords reversed. 3 of Cups reversed at the back of the deck. At this point in time in your connection, where feelings are starting to develop, maybe you're starting to share your feelings with each other with a 2 of Cups. I feel like at this point in time, you're your own independent people. You've developed individually. You've grown individually outside this connection. And now it's like 2 hearts are coming together and becoming one. And I see it's like at this point in time, you have your own independence for both of you, but you're also choosing to come together and kind of like be open about your feelings with each other. And these kind of feelings you have for each other are reciprocated, right? That's what I see with this 2 of Cups specifically. And it's like you guys are just having so much fun together. You two have a real strong friendship. I'm hearing couple goals. when other people look at you. It's starting to become more serious, more stable, maybe even starting to meet each other's families or talk about the future, make future plans. And I see some kind of big change here with the Death card, where you're no longer just friends, but now you're starting to actually open up about your feelings towards one another. However, for some of you, I see someone trying to come between you. I don't think this will resonate with everybody, but maybe at some point in your relationship, someone tried to come between you, or someone was jealous of your connection. If it was not like an ex of yours or an ex of theirs, maybe it was like somebody else that liked this person or liked you and was kind of feeling like, this person's weird because they never told one of you that they liked one of you. But then they were kind of bitter about it because they felt like, I wanted this person, but now this other person has this person. So I don't know whether it was you or the other person. Take whatever resonates for you. But there's this kind of feeling of like another person trying to come between you. Why is this happening? I don't understand. Okay, so what Spirit is showing me is this person could have wanted your person or wanted you when they saw the relationship develop and become more serious. And what Spirit is basically showing me is, imagine somebody has an award for something and we see that award and now we want that for ourselves. So what Spirit is basically showing me is maybe this person had some feelings before for you or them, whatever the situation was. But now that they saw your relationship, it's kind of like, I want that for myself. So what I'm getting here is kind of like the energy of, I see this person treating you really well or vice versa. And now I want this for myself. Now I want to take it away from you or them. Because I want this for myself. And that's such a backwards way of thinking. Because it's like, I've seen this before with some people. I'll use an example. Let's say we have a woman that sees another woman and, her boyfriend or husband is treating her really well. And now the woman wants to take that man away from that other woman because she perceives it as like, oh, he treats her so well. Like, he's so loyal to her. I want this for myself. But then she doesn't realize, like, it's such a backwards way of thinking. She doesn't realize that if she takes him away from her, then he's not truly a good man, because then he's not loyal, he's not, I'm not saying your person's not loyal, but do you get what I mean? Like, I don't get that way of thinking. It's so idiotic. Like, it's not logical. It's not logical at all, because how can you expect to take a person away from another person and then them to be loyal to you? Like, really? Anyways, I don't know what happens next here. How did their feelings develop for pile number 2 over time? We have the Tower reversed. So I don't think this person's efforts of like breaking you two apart were successful. It crumbled apart, and even if it shaked some things up within your connection, it kind of showed you what was not stable in your connection so that you could work on it and look within. So I'm kind of, okay, so we have the Tower reverse, Page of Wands reverse, Page of Swords reverse, 2 of Wands, 2 of Swords. It's like both of you had to make a decision with the 2 of Wands, 2 of Swords, and really like fight for this connection and keep this connection. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups showing up next, the Knight of Wands reversed, 3 of Swords reversed, and the 6 of Cups. So maybe for some of you, this is like an ex or a past person. Maybe for others of you, there were like past fears coming up to the surface for you or them of like, What if my heart gets broken now? Because now this other person is trying to come in and mess things up between us. It's like this plot twist I didn't expect. Let me reflect on this for a second. You know what? I think both of you are on the same page at this point of time of like, we both want each other. We don't want any other person. So I do still see a sense of loyalty here, and like, we're not making any hasty decisions that would break the connection down, but maybe both of you are scared of like, what if it does come in between us? And at this point in your connection, like your connection is stable and it's growing and it's becoming stronger, but at this point in time, it's like you're still kind of in the newer stages of your relationship where trust hasn't been built yet. And so naturally there's going to be a kind of fear here of like, what if this person does come in between us and cause a heartbreak or a drift between us? But then I think that's where trust kind of was built. Let's see what happens next. So how did their feelings develop for pile number 3 over time? We have the sun. So I see you both feeling happy for each other, happy with each other. I see both of you feeling like, this is what I want here. The 4 of Wands reversed. The 9 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Cups. 3 of Cups reversed. Strength. Queen of Swords. King of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune reversed. Okay, so this other person, whoever they are, like, they were kind of like miserable with their own life, and they saw something good between the two of you, and they kind of just wanted to break it off because they were miserable in their own life. But they weren't meant to be with you or them, whoever this outside person was. And I see that this actually strengthened your connection, like strengthened your trust within each other. And I see both of you wanting to hold on to each other. Maybe at this point, there isn't clear signs of like, is this person committed to me? And we're kind of doubting it. But I think over time, you guys slowly build trust with each other and strengthened your connection, strengthened your communication with each other. Maybe one of you had to, tell the person like, I'm kind of feeling a little bit scared now, or like I kind of feel like I need to see some sense of commitment to know I can trust you. So I see like a communication happening from one party and then the other person taking action based on that. And I see this person being very serious about you, even though they come across as like very playful and lighthearted and like class clown type of energy. I see this person being very serious about you at this point, and I see their feelings growing and developing over time where they just want to hold on to you forever, and they just feel like you're a blessing in their life, and they want to grow this connection and really take it slow with you and strengthen this connection. And then I kind of just see this other person's pursuits were unlucky, like they didn't succeed. I see this person like wore their heart on their sleeve for you, and although there was a restlessness here, there was like this knowing of, this is what I want. Okay. How did their feelings develop for pile number 3 over time? We have the King of Wands, the 8 of Cups, the Hierophant. Was there a separation for some of you? Queen of Wands, 10 of Swords. Did some of you separate from this person? Or maybe some of you separated and came back together. Or there was like a short moment where you were like having some distance between each other and maybe considering like ending things, but never did. I don't know, take it as it resonates. But I feel like some kind of challenge happened here where it was a lesson for both of you with the Hierophant. And I think what I'm seeing here is if you did have a separation, or if you are in separation right now, this person still has strong feelings for you and still hopes that, you two will find your way back to each other in the future. Why is the Emperor reversed here? This person's not controlling, but I kind of feel like if you are separated right now, they kind of feel a little bit jealous, because I'm hearing that song. I think it's called Jealous by Nick Jonas, but I'm not sure, where he speaks about like basically not wanting another guy to have his girlfriend or whatever. So I feel like this person's scared that you find somebody else. Yeah, I feel like there were difficulties in your connection that were teaching you lessons, where some of you had a separation because of those difficulties, or maybe distance, or some kind of challenge here. But then some of you are still together, or separated and came back together, because there were imbalances in the connection with the Two of Pentacles reversed. Like, yes, there were a lot of feelings here, but there were certain imbalances. I don't know what that means, but that's just what Spirit's telling me. But I see that, how this person's feelings have developed for you over time is they felt like although there were certain things that were imbalanced in your connection, and maybe they're not the perfect person, but they want to be for you. They want to be a better version of themselves for you. Not even just for you, for themselves too. They want to grow. They want to become a better person. They see you two as very similar in nature, and like you see things the same way, and you just get each other. You understand each other in a way nobody else does. I kind of feel like this person feels like you're their other half right now. And even if there is a separation, I feel like this person still has feelings for you, like I said, and they still want this future with you. And I'm smelling that beautiful perfume smell again. It's like they just crave your presence again if you are in separation. And they feel like this could be successful, but I don't know what's getting in between you two. But what I will say is your connection is strong. I think you need to just have faith in the connection, that it is strong enough to get through whatever this is. And there are certain lessons here that you're meant to learn together that will strengthen your connection. But I think what Spirit's saying is just hold on. If you're going through a rough patch with your person right now and you're still together, just hold on. Give this person a chance. Wait and see where this goes. And Spirit wouldn't tell me to say this if this person wasn't good for you. You know what I mean? So there is a possibility that, things can work out in the future, even if there is a rough patch or a separation here. So yeah, I really hope this reading resonated with you, pile number 3. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. My pile number 3 is something crazy just happened. I even just switched off the camera to stop recording, and as I was getting your cards away, my door just opened on its own. There's no wind. The windows aren't open. There's nobody home. I'm home alone. So I feel like that's a message for you that even if there's a rough patch right now, I feel like Spirit opened the door, because how would it just open on its own? It was completely closed. It wasn't even a little bit open. I feel like that's a message that a door will open. Something good will come out of this. So just keep holding on. Anyways, see you later next time. Bye.